Hey all, Moris Ayamba here with HRP. I'm a project consultant, and most of the projects I do is in the health and safety or industrial hygiene world. And today we'll be breaking down respiratory fit testing or respirator fit testing. First off, respirator fit testing is done to check the seal of respirators. We have different kinds of respirators. It's manufactured by different brands. This is a 3M. This is manufactured by 3M. This is manufactured by Honeywell. And it's important that before we use these respirators, we understand what level of protection we are getting from these respirators, because the respirator is just a personal protective equipment and it doesn't really take the hazard away from the workplace. So we want to make sure that when we have our respirators on, we are actually protected from whatever the hazards are. Before you do a fit test, it's important to take note of a few things. I have a beard, so I wouldn't wear my respirator to actually demonstrate how you use it and how you check the seals. But make sure you're clean shaven, because your hair and the seal, your hair is going to interfere with the seal, and then your fit test, you will definitely not pass the fit test if you don't have a good seal. And every time you switch from one to the other, you have to do a fit test, because you might fit a large on a 3M, but you may not fit a large on a Honeywell. You might go medium here or you might go extra large. It all depends. Manufacturers are different, Even if I had to move from a half face to a full face, I will still have to repeat the qualitative fit testing. If you gain visible amount of weight, which means that it might affect the way your respirator seals, it's also important that you repeat your qualitative fit testing. And then whenever you have any denture work done which might affect the way your respirator seal is placed around your face, it's also important that you go in and do another qualitative fit testing to make sure that your respirator has a perfect seal around your face. A qualitative fit testing is a pass or fail testing method, and it's only used to test any respirator, any filtering face piece, or negative or supplied air respirators with a tight face piece. And the main purpose is to check the seal, to make sure it seals around the face properly and you're not being exposed to any hazards. With me here, I have a 3M fit testing kit. This is the hood. The hood goes over the shoulders. Two nebulizers. One is for the fit testing solution and one is for the sensitivity test solution. We'll get to know what the sensitivity test and the fit test in details is all about. For the specific kit, we use the saccharin sensitivity solution, but there are other solutions out there, other fit testing methods available, like the Bitrex or the irritant smoke or the isoamyl acetate, which is banana oil. But today we shall specify, or we shall be looking at how you do the saccharin fit testing. We want to make sure they select a specific respirator for their comfort. If they prefer the Honeywell, these are manufactured in different sizes and shapes. It's important that the subject does not eat or drink anything for 15 minutes. And prior to performing that test, the subject also has to select whatever respirator they want, and they should put on that respirator just to test the comfort for at least 5 minutes before you begin the test. The first step in the test would be for you to use the sensitivity solution, which saccharin solution is sweet. So the sensitivity solution is just to check the threshold limit for wherever the subject is, and it's just to make sure that they at least have a sensitivity or they can taste saccharin. If not, if they do not taste saccharin, it is not recommended that you continue using the saccharin solution. You might want to look at other solutions to complete the test. If they do taste the saccharin solution, then you can go ahead and use the actual fit testing solution and complete the whole procedure. So for the sensitivity or threshold test, if you see right here, I have two nebulizers. One is listed number 1, sensitivity test solution. So this is where you put your sensitivity test. Your sensitivity solution goes right in here. You close these, and then you squeeze the nebulizer. It's going to produce some kind of a vapor or mist into the breathing zone of the subject. You squeeze 10 times, you ask them if they can taste the saccharine solution. Do another 10 times, and the maximum you can do that is 30 times. If they don't test it, use a different solution, or use a different fit testing, qualitative fit testing method. If they do test it, then we go into the fit testing portion properly. The fit test solution is actually sweeter than the sensitivity solution. So your subject is going to put on your respirator, and then you will fill in this with at least 1 milliliters of fit testing solution, just like you would for the sensitivity solution. You would place the subject with your respirator, you will place the hood over the subject's head. You insert this right here, you squeeze, and then first off, there are 6 or 7 steps the subject has to perform. The first one will be normal breathing for 1 minute. You squeeze the fit testing solution, ask them if they taste anything. If they don't, you go to the next step, heavy breathing, repeat it again, ask them to bend down, repeat that again, ask them to move your head side to side, repeat it again. And all of those steps are just to make sure that the respirator has a perfect seal around the face. And if all of that is passed, you tell them to take out your respirator at the very end, and then they can then at least taste the saccharine solution. If they don't, then that test was not accurate. So at the end of the fit test, you want to make sure that some of these fit test kits will cost quite a bit, and you want to make sure you are maintaining it properly. So after releasing this saccharine solution, which is highly concentrated, it's important that you rinse this extremely well. Rinse off the saccharine solution, if not, it's going to crystallize and it might mess up the system and the proper functioning of the nebulizer. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and we'll see you next video.